Warm round of applause for Avi Cohen. Shalom, bitches. Yeah, shalom is Hebrew for hello, goodbye, and what's your return policy? I am Jewish, in case you were wondering. Just curious, are there any other Jews here tonight? That's pretty much what I figured. Kind of a rhetorical question when it's lawyer night at the comic club, right? But the reason I ask is because it used to be a lot easier to tell who the other Jews were. But ever since they got rid of the armbands, now I like to ask. But even asking doesn't work too often because as Jews, we don't like to identify ourselves when somebody stands up in a room and says, "Wer are the Jews?" So I gotta rely on my Judar. What a lot of people don't know about Jews is that we actually have a lot of digestive problems like Crohn's, colitis, irritable bowel disease. In fact, we can only digest 3 basic foods. Let's see, it's bagels, matzo balls, and the blood of Christ. Yeah, that last one goes down real easy. Yeah, so sometimes like my stomach problems just get to be too much. And I'm at work, and I work at a law office, and I have to actually close the door to my office and just fart my brains out. Yeah, it gets pretty intense in there. It's like a gas chamber. It's like my own personal fart schwitz. And it's especially bad if I've been eating bratwurst, or sauerkraut, because that German gas is lethal. And for those of you lawyers out there, just a tip, this is actually an excellent form of client control. Step into my chambers, please. Close the door behind you. Take a deep breath. Yeah, unfortunately, my stomach problems have made it so that I've had to have a lot of rectal exams. I've had many, many rectal exams, almost too many. And I say almost because, I don't think in my book you can ever have too many rectal exams. It's not because I enjoy it so much, it's just that I believe in safety. Jews love safety. Jews think safety's sexy. I don't give 2 shits about like skimpy lingerie. Show me a Volvo with side curtain airbags and a collision sensor system, and I'm gonna have a motherfucking bar mitzvah in my pants. I get so many rectal exams that I'm a regular in my proctologist's office. They know me by name, but they don't say like, "Oh, hi, it's nice to see you, Mr. Cohen. You're here for your twice weekly visit." They say, "Oh, look, it's anal Avi." I get so many rectal exams that at my proctologist's office, they gave me a punch card, and every 10th rectal exam I get for free. It's working out so far, I'm on my 4th card this month. Yeah, so, I'm like so used to getting rectal exams that the other day I was at the dentist's office, and when he said open wide, without thinking about it, I started unbuttoning my pants. Yeah, I get so many. I'm like so used to getting rectal exams that you that feeling when you walk out of your house and you forgot your keys, your wallet, or your cell phone, and you're like patting yourself, like you feel like something's missing. That's how I feel when my doctor's finger is not up my ass. I'm married to a Jewish woman. Just curious, anybody else here in a relationship with a Jewish woman? No? All right. Bravo. I love my wife. I have no complaints about my wife, except the following. I love my wife, but she's kind of demanding in the bedroom. Like she tells me exactly how to pleasure her. Instead of rubbing her clitoris, she makes me twirl it. Because according to her, the only way to get a Jewish girl off is to treat the pussy like a dreidel. And she makes me sing the dreidel song while I'm doing it. You guys know the dreidel song, right? You know? I had a little dreidel, I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. It's a children's song. Pretty much the creepiest thing you can be singing while you're touching a woman. But you know, I gotta do it because, you know, as they say, happy wife, happy life. Yeah, so sometimes when I'm finished having sex with my wife, I pull out and it makes this really long, loud farting sound. And she gets really embarrassed. But the thing is, I don't think she should get embarrassed. Like, I don't think you should get embarrassed because when you queef after sex, that's like belching after a really good meal. It is. It's the highest compliment you can pay to the chef. So when that happens, I don't get like mad or embarrassed, you know? I just hear like a 5-star Yelp review in my head. Yeah, I try to, you know, but she gets embarrassed, so I try to reassure my wife, you know, who I affectionately refer to as my Queen Laquifa. You know, or my Queefer Sutherland, if you will. I try to tell her, look, it's totally normal, it's a sign of love. You know, you command my love because you're my commander in queef. You know, sometimes my wife talks dirty to me. I can't help but hear my mother's voice. Yeah, I know, it's actually really uncomfortable. Like, it's not, I try to block it out, but let me explain, give you an example. So, like sometimes a woman will talk about her intimate parts, and it's a turn on, you know, she might ask, like, you know, is my pussy wet enough for you, something? Right? But when a Jewish woman asks that, she really wants to know. She'll be like, how's the pussy? Is it wet enough for you? You want me to get the lube? It's okay, I'll get the lube. You just sit your little tush down right there, I'll get the lube. I'll make it just how you like it. You know? Or like when my wife asks me for cunnilingus, sometimes I can't help it but like imagine, you know, an old Jewish woman just trying to make sure her children have enough food to eat. This is what I hear when my wife asks me for cunnilingus. Oy vey, you didn't eat anything all day. Eat your pussy, it'll settle the stomach. You're a growing boy. Eat your pussy before it gets dry. Or sometimes a woman will take control in the bedroom and tell you what to do, and that's a big turn on. But when a Jewish woman does it, it kind of just feels like nagging. You know? My wife would be like, enough with the twirling already, what am I, a dreidel? Or even sometimes a woman likes to kind of get explicit about, you know, just describing the sexual acts that you guys are performing, and that's also a turn on. But when a Jewish woman does it, when my wife does it, it feels condescending, you know? My wife will be like, oh look, it's anal Avi, you want me to punch your punch card again? Thank you, that's my time, I'm Avi Cohen.
Thank you.